Welcome to Coron. Let's jump in. That is refreshing.
Been staring at a blank page, so scared of the new age. I've been wondering lately, would I even feel myself?
Time to go island hopping here in Coron. Great weather. Let's get started. In the Philippines, gonna try some coconut. Let's have a bite. That is refreshing. Life is good. I'm gonna jump in and do some snorkeling, put on this and see some fish. Let's go. Welcome to Coron and island hopping. You have to be very careful when you're walking here so you don't fall in. We just took the boat here in the morning. We're gonna do 6 stops, I think, so it's a full day from like 7:30 in the morning until 5 p.m. Actually arrived yesterday here, flew out from Manila. Really beautiful when you fly in and see the background here. But then we arrived here in the Coron, driving the car. Pretty tropical backgrounds here. And then we went out exploring a little bit yesterday. Definitely very different than Manila when you walk around and see all these stores. But of course we had to try some of the local foods. We had some pork and also some shrimps and a lot of goodies. Always fun to try. Then walked around a little bit in the streets. Even had a cozy drink. But now it's a new day. We're not exploring here in Coron. Pretty crazy backgrounds. We're gonna walk up now here, then go down to I think a little bit of a lake or something. So it's gonna be really cool. Gonna see if we get up here on the stairs in the background. But just look at this lagoon here in the background. That is pretty crazy. Let's go exploring. Let's go climbing up the stairs. Quite good exercise here in the morning. Going up, exploring, but there will be some swimming very soon. Definitely very tropical out walking here in the forest, going up these stairs. Sunshine, but again a really amazing view greeted up here. And now we actually got down to the kind of the cove or the lake inside here, the crater. Let's go inside, check. Pretty crazy color here on the water, blue and green. We can see the corals, I think, in the ground. You gotta wear a life jacket here, but let's jump in and check out the water. Quite refreshing to float here. I would prefer to not have this one, but still very nice. Let's go down and dive and see if we can see some fish or something. No fish, but still very nice to explore here and see some of the rock formations down there. Pretty spectacular backgrounds here, that's for sure. The small lagoon, but I'm not gonna jump on. I'll jump to the next place. I think it's gonna be some more swimming. We'll have 5 more places to see, so definitely gonna be a long and very adventurous day. We just get to appreciate this crazy background. Now let's continue. I think the guys preparing some lunch here in the background, cooking. Looks interesting. Time for the second place here. It looks quite crowded in the background, but nice to just ride on the boat here and enjoy this pretty crazy background environment. let's see if we're gonna jump off or not. I think we're gonna walk over the boat to jump in. A lot of people. Adventurers here walking through the boats to get there. We made it through the walking of the boats there. Pretty crazy. And now we're gonna go up here and walk over the mountain and down to the water again. Seems we're getting more exercise than anticipated here, climbing up the rocks and quite steep stairs. Definitely gonna be careful. Good to get some movement here in between all the eating and exploration. Pretty crazy nature, that's for sure. Time for a second jump. Let's go. Pretty crazy to float around there. Apparently it's limestone, these crazy formations you see in the background here. Very dynamic, deep down here, then going up very high in the background, floating around, just enjoying this crazy view. So now it's time for some canoeing, paddling here, exploring. Pretty interesting. Let's go and check it out. So now we're gonna go into a hole here in the lagoon in the mountain. Very interesting. When the tide is high, you can't go through, but let's hope we can fit. I think the tide is a bit too high actually. We're gonna skip that, but it's safety sorry. You can see someone cooking some food in the background, but before that we're gonna enjoy this crazy views here. Feels almost a bit surreal. Then we're gonna go back here and some nice lunch. We couldn't go through the hole, but still very exciting to see all this very nice background. It's a crazy dramatic change in environment when you pass through here and you have this color of the ocean. It's pretty insane. Definitely very unique landscapes here, very chill vibes, people hanging out here on the boats in the background. After some kayaking we managed to extend a little bit actually, even though we couldn't make it through. We have gotten to this pretty crazy lagoon here, people swimming quite shallow here. And then you have a lot of the beautiful mountains in the background. You can wait a little bit here. I think they're gonna pick us up and then it's time for lunch. Definitely gonna be careful with the tanning here so you're not burnt, but let's wait for the boat and enjoy the views here a little bit and I'll see you a bit later. Oh yes, we just finished a pretty crazy feast as always served here on these trips, but really cozy house here, and it was a crazy feast with like shrimps, and I think we had some pork or chicken barbecued and a really big fish, and of course a lot of fruit. Really spectacular. Now we're gonna sit down here and go to the next place. I think we have like 3 or 4 more places to explore. 4 more hours actually, but let's see if we do all of that. Amazing experience as always. Let's continue. Now we arrived to a pretty incredible lagoon. You see the water in the background. It's insane. I'm gonna jump in and do some snorkeling, put on this and see some fish. Let's go. Whew, definitely a lot of different fish when you swim around. You have some really cute small and big ones. Very nice mix here. Great environment to go diving. Really cool down here. There's actually a shipwreck. I think it's apparently a Chinese transportation vessel that sank here in the 60s or something. Pretty cool to dive down, but you need to practice your lungs a bit more if you're gonna be down there. There's a lot of interesting cool fish here. A lot of different colors, really cool. I think we're gonna go up. Good to get some exercise here, swimming. Got some tropical rain here. Gonna enjoy the last stop. Go to the beach after seeing the corals. Interesting to have sunshine and rain at the same time. Final stop here. We're stopped at an island here. There's a lot of people here getting a bit crazy in the background with whistling. Maybe a bit too drinking. But it's really cool here in the background. I was flying the drone a little bit here. Nice to relax and cool down a bit. I think we have to get away from the sunshine before we got too burned. Let's see if we can get up there. I think here we have a bit of a mangrove situation going on here. Interesting trees growing on the sand. And we're gonna go back here. Really spectacular contrast here. And then we have the boats in the background. A lot of stuff to do in one day. Pretty cool to see some starfish here hiding in the ocean. Very exotic, pretty cool here. Very natural, no superficial stuff going on. Now let's go back to the boat here and enjoy some nice views riding back. It's very dark in the clouds here, but hopefully not. Interesting surprise, we got some nice bananas here. Very hot, let's have a try. Very sweet, nice energy before we go back. So now we're back in the hotel after a pretty actionable day. The sun is setting, really beautiful in the background, just chilling by the pool here. I think we're just gonna relax a little bit here, maybe have a beer, who knows, and some food, relax, yeah, see we have some interesting stuff to offer here. But really cool to just chill on the hotel as well. I'll leave you guys here, really fun first day here. If you want to see more, give me a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.